Welcome back, and now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion on Super Prime Time Max on the debate with Arnab. Ladies and gentlemen, my hashtag tonight is a reminder to you. My hashtag tonight, and I request all of you to use it because you are the hope of the people of this country. You, the viewer, if you are activist about this issue, then you can deliver justice in a case which will become precedent in this country. As far as we are concerned, that Republic does not forgive and Republic does not forget. And the public does not forgive and the public does not forget. And that is why tonight I will force you, the viewer, with all the strength at my command, to go back 1 month, time travel with me. Because 1 month back I was fighting and you were fighting with me for justice for two 24-year-old techies killed under the wheels of a 2 crore rupee Porsche car driven by a drunk, super rich, spoilt brat whose mafia-linked grandfather tried to pull his dirty political strings to avoid the law. Hashtag remember Pune Porsche. Remember Pune Porsche. Now you know what, viewers. People ask me why I shout, and I say I shout because in this country, unless you shout, you cannot be heard in this country in cases like this. But I must also ask, what happens when you shout and they hear? I know what happens then. Then action happens. But what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when they, the super rich brats, the super rich people of the country, kill the Aam Aadmi and you turn blind? If you don't turn blind, then either you are looking the other way or you're pretending not to see. And I'm telling you, viewers, don't look the other way and don't pretend. Yesterday, the High Court said that the killer, super rich, spoilt brat should just go out of jail. Poor fellow. Live in his aunt's house. Relax a little bit, not be stressed about the fact that he just killed a few people. Poor murderer, the court said. Poor murderer, effectively, that's what the court said. We're so concerned about the mental state of the murderer. And if this, in their view, is justice, then I would say to the lordships, and I would say this with the greatest of respect, that if there is injustice in this world, it is in the exact words of that order. With the greatest of respect to the courts, I would say, if there is injustice in this world, it is in letting down the people of this country to feel that a person, however rich, however richy rich, however super rich, these people, they measure the value of a human life as inversely proportional to the cost of their limousine. And then we say, why in this country does human life not matter? Because of cases like Pune Porsche. Why should Arnab Goswami debate this? Why should he not discuss something as trivial as a handshake between Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi? Because this matters more. And what is unbearable to me is that the state has not challenged this unfair order in the Supreme Court, and that the Eknath Shinde-led Mahayuti government is giving fake promises to the victim's family along with a 10 lakh rupee check. The value of a human life is 10 lakh rupees. A 24-year-old. And that we are all looking away when this kind of verdict has been delivered. So that is why, viewers, I want you to take a time travel with me tonight to a 1 month back. Because in the blizzard of the elections, we all forgot the deep pain that all of us felt for the victims of the Pune Porsche murder. And if murderers get away like this, ladies and gentlemen, remember, anyone can be the victim. You can be the victim tomorrow. And all this happened, this attempt to close the Pune Porsche case happened because they, the super rich people, felt that you and I were not looking. They thought we had forgotten the case. And so quietly bury the case, handle it, let's get away with it. And I know people tell me, Arnab, don't question the courts, Arnab, don't question the courts. But I would say this, viewers, I will question the courts. And not just question, I will also appeal to the Supreme Court of India. I will appeal to the Supreme Court of India, to the Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, please intervene suo motu in this case. All the people of India are watching. And if the Maharashtra government does not appeal, then suo motu taking up the case is the only option we have in this country. That is the only shot at justice in this case. The only shot. The only shot. And we will fight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to bring you a small and quick report and then go into a big debate on this tonight.
अंदर तीन गाड़ियां गई, आप देख सकते हैं 3 कारें अंदर हैं। और आज भी जो ये वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट वाला मामला है वो कोई कम होने का नाम नहीं ले रहा है। जेजेबी ने इस दरवाजे को लॉक कर लिया है जिससे कि मीडिया अंदर नहीं आ सके।
A VVIP release for Pune's VVIP killer. The killer Brat was released from the remand home under secure arrangements.
जेजेबी से आज इस माइनर एक्यूज की रिहाई होनी है, लेकिन बड़े अफसोस की बात है कि अंदर तीन गाड़ियां गई, आप देख सकते हैं 3 कारें अंदर हैं। और आज भी जो ये वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट वाला मामला है वो कोई कम होने का नाम नहीं ले रहा है। जेजेबी के जो लोग हैं उन्होंने पहले मीडिया से ये कहा कि ये जो रिहाई है इस बंदे की ये कल होने वाली है। वकीलों ने भी कल का कहा। मीडिया को एक तरह से गुमराह किया गया, लेकिन हमारे स्मार्ट पत्रकार, आप सब देख सकते हैं जो कैमरामैन और पत्रकार यहाँ पे खड़े हैं, कोई भी गया नहीं। और अब जेजेबी ने इस दरवाजे को लॉक कर लिया है जिससे कि मीडिया अंदर नहीं आ सके।
The Bombay High Court's order has come under criticism, but it mainly exposes the loose handling of the case by the Pune police and the prosecution.
Any evidence against Pingre, sir?
I told you I am not here to be answering specific questions about individuals. I've told you that whoever will be guilty will be booked and is being booked.
As
right?
far as this case is concerned, you think that the police is making this case at a logical end?
100% we will take. We are thoroughly committed to ensure that the case is taken to its logical conclusion.
While the Pune police has successfully botched up this investigation, securing the VVIP killer.
पुलिस की गाड़ी एज एन एस्कॉर्ट
भी है।
और ये इस गाड़ी में माइनर मास्क के साथ, फैमिली के साथ।
Watch how a car whisks away the killer Brat to his freedom.
Respond to the question. आपने well legally
Meanwhile, the state continues to pay lip service.
हम लोग पूरी तरह उनके परिवार के साथ है और कोई भी गुनाहगार आरोपी उसमें से उसको बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। ये केस फास्ट ट्रैक पे चलाई जाएगी।
मुझे पूरा विश्वास है अपनी न्याय व्यवस्था में। उनने भी कुछ सोच के मतलब ये फैसला किया होगा। और आगे बस मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट है न्याय महोदय से कि एक माँ का दर्द समझे। मैंने अपनी एक बेटी को खोया है, तो उस स्थिति में मतलब क्या वजह है, क्या है, उस हिसाब से मतलब उसको सज़ा दे।
The opposition in Maharashtra is gunning for the Shinde government.
हम लोग कानून संशोधन करने की बात करेंगे और कड़क कानून बनाकर जो भी कोई क्राइम करता है उसको छूटना नहीं चाहिए, उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई हो और सख्त कार्रवाई हो।
कल से सेशन शुरू हो रहा है, क्या इसमें मुद्दा उठाया जाएगा विपक्ष की तरफ?
बिल्कुल उठाया जाएगा। पुलिस कमिश्नर को रात को किसने फोन किया था, किसका दबाव था, ये तो सवाल हम पूछेंगे। जो खुद हमारे उप मुख्य गृह कहते कि उप मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र जी फडणवीस ने बोला था कि फोन गया था, तो फोन किसका गया था?
Has the killer Brat's social status been given precedence over social justice by the system?
I will make a self-correction in the script that just was read, where the question in the script said, has the killer brat's social status been the factor? I would correct that as the killer brat's wealth, because in my view, wealth does not buy social status. Wealth does not buy class. Wealth is not comparable to education and decency. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I will prove to you in the course of the debate that the state government of Maharashtra is complicit. I will prove to you in the course of the debate that the Pune police is complicit with the murderer and the murderer's family. And I will also prove to you tonight, and you will be shocked at some of the things I am about to share with you tonight, how people think and state governments think that you can buy everything, including the tragedy that the families of the two techies have been through. So my first question tonight, very serious debate, calls will be open. And I have Suhail Seth with me. I have Tikam Shekhawat, consulting editor of Punekar News with me. I have Avishkar Singhvi, who's a young advocate in the Supreme Court. I have Kishore Tiwari of the Uddhav Sena. I have Adil Khatri of the Bombay High Court. And I have with me PK Jain, former DGP, Advocate Naveen Chomal, criminal lawyer. And my first question is to Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Shinde faction. Mr. Krishna Hegde, I will prove to you that you are fooling the victim's family. And on the one side, you are meeting the victim's family and giving them a 10 lakh rupee check. And on the other hand, you have decided not to challenge this bail application in the Supreme Court. Not only that, you have also decided to not admit before the court that you have brought in incorrect facts as far as the investigation is concerned. You have allowed those incorrect facts to be presented before the court, therefore allowing the court in turn to give him bail. Lastly, Mr. Krishna Hegde and Suhail, you will be shocked, Avishkar, if I tell you something, you will be shocked at what I am about to tell you, because the Maharashtra government says we are concerned, we are standing with the victim's family. Do you know how unfair this is? When we were doing the research on this case, we found out that the police has till date not challenged the original bail order. The police was keeping the murderer in the observation home, and you know what it said, Suhail? Because poor murderer, we are worried about his safety. We are keeping him in an observation home for his safety. We are concerned about the safety of the murderer. And that's why the court said, oh, you are worried about the safety of the murderer. We are also very concerned. So, take him to a safe place, like his aunt's home. Given chicken biryani first night, ice cream, and make him feel safe. We are all concerned. Eknath Shinde government, High Court, all very concerned about the safety of the murderer.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. We are being fooled. We are being fooled. People of India, wake up. This has happened, Suhail. I want your opening remarks.
It is shocking and ironic that the Maharashtra government must realize that the roads are not safe because people are running people over. Prisons are not safe because people could be killed, as in the case that you point out. Where should the citizen go? Arnab, let me first start by saying, hats off to you. It takes tenacity, but more importantly, it takes commitment to continue to pursue a case which has fallen off the map because the rich are involved. Number one. Number two, it is a shame that the Maharashtra government, which by the way, and the police has been largely widely respected in Maharashtra, for them to do this, it is just beyond imagination. Third, what kind of signal do you send out as a government? What kind of signal do you send out as a chief minister? famously said, Caesar's wife should not only be seen to be above suspicion, she must be above suspicion. Today, what have you done? You have told every rich person in India that he or she can get away. You have told everyone that the law can be manipulated. And I feel sad because, as you said, Arnab, in your opening remarks, I'm delighted we have a great Chief Justice in D.Y. Chandrachud. He should and he will, I'm hopeful,
No, why doesn't
take
he?
suo motu notice.
Why doesn't he?
I'm surprised.
Why doesn't he? Why
I'm
doesn't he?
surprised.
I'm amazed. Krishna Hegde, you just start by telling me one thing. The police made the argument to hold this person, the murderer, in an observation home for his own safety, so that he is, in their words, in a secure environment. Oh, rich murderers must feel very safe, and Eknath Shinde government is very worried about his safety. You thought Krishna Hegde that Arnab Goswami and his research team will not find this out? I found out. Para 14 of the High Court order. What is relevant to note is the pertinent observation in the order to the effect that since the videos of the incident have spread on social media and the person in public have seen it, this person, that is the murderer, shall be safe and secure in an observation home. How safe and secure? How terrible.
Can I come in here?
Viewers, I want the Chief Minister to respond to me tonight. We are not going to let go of this. Yes.
Arnab, first of all, you have made so many accusations against our government.
Observations, not accusations.
Accusations. I said
Observations, not accusations.
No, accusations, I said. And
Allegations of Krishna Hegde should be shamed.
No, Mr. Tiwari, be quiet. Let me talk about this sensitive issue first of all.
You are chief minister the whole time, and home minister.
1 minute, Krishna Hegde, 1 minute. Kishore, let him speak. Kishore, let him speak. Very serious matter. Yes.
Firstly, it is the government who put the boy in jail, the father in jail, grandfather in jail, the mother in jail, the doctors in jail, and demolished his legal property. So you cannot say that the government not take any action. Secondly, our Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has assured all justice to the parents of the victim. We are not talking about company given here, but we are consulting the Advocate General and also
Krishna Hegde, the state lawyer. 1 minute, Krishna Hegde, my research team is so solid on facts. If your incompetent Pune police cannot work, tell them to take a flight or a train, come to the Republic Network office. I will teach them a thing or two. But I'll tell you,
No,
your
but Arnab,
state
you have to
lawyer,
let me answer
your
this.
state
Nothing
lawyer,
short of
listen to me, sir, we are very sharp. On law, we are very sharp. And we know how to deal with all state governments, including Maharashtra government. I have personal expertise. And I have a lot of experience with Maharashtra police. Now, I'll tell you something. The state lawyer has conceded in the court that you have not challenged the bail. Why is that?
Let me tell you.
No, why is that?
The person has been released.
Why is there? No, why have you not challenged the bail? Why have you not challenged the bail? Answer me.
Where there is a question to challenge the bail, we are studying the case. Let us have the order. We are consulting the Advocate General. We are also consulting all the senior counsels. So, no question.
It is not ministry and of the Devendra Fadnavis.
It is not European hypothesis that you have to study the case.
Okay, 1 minute. Sohail is on.
And they will not challenge the bail in
Sohail and 1 minute.
Mr. Hegde, with all due respect, I go by
Sohail is on the debate.
Hegde sir, 1 minute. Mr. Hegde.
Kishore, 1 minute. Avishkar and Sohail.
Kishore, Mr. Hegde, let's imagine everything you're saying is true. Now you tell me, Mr. Hegde, why should the lawyer now study the case? He should have studied the case earlier. You are hurting your own self in the foot by saying he's studying the case.
Has got bail twice under the Juvenile Section Act.
No. Mr. Hegde,
appointed senior counsel.
Mr. Hegde, this is what I call, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Mr. Hegde, when I was in college, you know, we used to look at these kind of situations, and we have a word for it in Hindu college. It's called setting. Aapne setting kar di. In fact, it's used everywhere. Setting kar do. In other words, fix it in such a way. Use so many lawyers, so many arguments, fix it, setting कर दो. आप setting कर रहे हैं भाई साहब, और मैं आपको oppose कर रहा हूँ. You listen to me. You are doing setting in the case. You tell the Chief Minister to stop doing setting in the case. You tell the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde that Arnab has taken this case up as a mission. Don't do setting in the case. You are doing setting in the case. You are trying to set the case. No sir. I ask you again. No sir. Mr. Hegde, answer me. Mr. Hegde. Mr. Hegde, you've been trying to, what happened was, I picked up the case before the election. And PK Jain, I picked up the case before the election. You thought this will affect, can you listen to me? I picked up the case before the election. You are politicians, you thought you'll be badly affected. You thought we will arrest everyone, make Republic happy, distract the people. And election is over, Republic will go back to politics, they'll forget the case, then slowly, kisi tarah se inko nikal do. Now tell your commissioner that I am watching and I'll tell you what I see. I'll tell you the next shocking thing, Avishkar Singhvi, you're a lawyer. Yes. No case diary was presented. The JJP judgment citation read, on perusal of the record, it appears that no case diary was produced before the board at the time of production. These kind of things are deliberately done by the police so that the court can look at this, and on this basis, they'll say, oh, we forgot. Oh, case diary, acha, we forgot. Oh, he got bail. Oh, we are so sorry. We'll bring it, but the courts will give him bail by then. It's called setting.
Arnab,
yes, please, Avishkar.
Arnab, there are three options here.
Case,
Can I say this?
I think this
no,
is
no, everyone on viewers.
So there should be a larger inquiry which consists of, I think, people who are unbiased, uninfluenced. Because in a case like this, right from the very beginning, there has been admitted situations where the investigating authorities have been trying to help the accused in trying to secure and destroy valuable evidence and critical evidence. And this is a scenario in which has come to light much later because of political pressure and because of pressure by the media, which is very, very important. And thereafter, the political establishment has taken certain steps to cover their tracks. But I am extremely aggrieved by the fact in which this investigation has been botched up from the very beginning. And the manner in which it has proceeded, right from throwing away blood samples to forcing the driver to confess to the horrific incident.
I request the family to return the 10 lakh rupee check. They should not take it. It's their free will. This is how state governments operate. They think we will meet the victim's family, have a photo opportunity, give a 10 lakh rupee check, and then say, sab thanda kar do. Now you tell me one thing. I'll tell you, PK Jain. The investigating officer did not give correct facts. JJP judgment citation further reads, it also appears that the investigating officer has not made disclosure true and correct facts before the board member 1. Prima facie, it reveals that the board member 1 is misguided by the police agency. Why did the police misrepresent the facts in such a crucial bail hearing where the prosecutor was not present? PK Jain, what is all this sounding like to you?
Arnab, hi. Let me put certain facts straight. See, there was initial goof up. I have been maintaining right from the beginning. There has been initial goof up by the police, but then there was a course correction. The police has applied the sections of 304 before the application was put up before the Juvenile Justice Board.
No, the initial goof up has led to the High Court order. So there has to be in a case like this. No, 1 minute. PK Jain, my limited question to you is, limited question to you, PK Jain, my follow-up question is, you are saying there was an initial goof up, and then under your pressure, other media pressure, people's pressure, there was an attempt at correcting things. And I have Tikam Shekhawat with me, consulting editor of Pune News. They've done a great job. I want to bring him back on the debate. Because there was national pressure, they tried to correct things. But my point is, this bail yesterday is on the basis of that goof up. How fair is that? Then the prosecution should have gone to the court and said, suo motu statement, my lord, we have goofed up. We have admitted we have goofed up. We are investigating the police. And hence, whatever the prosecution put at that point of time has no validity in court. Give you an example of that. For example, PK Jain. In the TRP case, Sachin Vaze and Parambir Singh tried to fix me. Sachin Vaze continued his criminal trail, murdered a few people, went into jail. Would it be fair to take Sachin Vaze's investigation at face value? Or would it rather be fair for the prosecution to come before the court and say, there was an element of malice, there was an element in this case of deliberate misrepresentation of fact before the honorable court, and hence we are making a statement present in court that all that we presented before you earlier are wrong. Was such a comment made? It could have changed the whole course of this case. And in that case, there would be no technical ground on the basis of which this person would have been out on bail. PK Jain, you know what I'm talking about.
I will tell you one thing, Arnab, in this case. The application was made under Section 104 of the Juvenile Justice Act on 21st of May. Now, this particular application, the board was within its right to reject because it was not for the cancellation of bail. Yet the board passed an erroneous order. The board should not have passed an erroneous order. See, the fault does not lie only with the police. I'm not defending anybody. The fault does not lie only with the police. It lies with the Juvenile Justice Board. It lies with the doctors. It lies with the MLA.
We got Amitesh saying something. Let me hear what he's saying. Can I hear that? He's saying something. Can I hear him? Okay, he's talking something. Yeah. My question is, Tikam Shekhawat, have people in Pune forgotten this case? Have people forgotten the case, or are they fresh in the minds of people, Tikam?
Absolutely not, Arnab. Absolutely not. In fact, I would like to focus on court's order, and with due respect to High Court. High Court has stated that their absolute job is to get the justice in this case. Unfortunately, Punekars are saying justice has not come. Order has come, but there is no justice. My question to Mr. Hegde is, Mr. Hegde, with due respect to government, do you need 35, 36 days to decide whether if order comes against government, you need to go to Supreme Court? You're still saying we are working on it, we are deciding, we are checking with counsel, we are discussing with advocate. What is this?
Answer the question.
That is one. That is one. Second point is, JJB member, your own government has done an inquiry. The inquiry report is negative against this person. Basis that you have issued a show cause notice. You need not take 10 days to decide action on this show cause notice. Police officials are suspended, Sassoon doctors are suspended. What about this JJB member? Why government is not taking action? Why Child and Women Welfare Ministry is not taking action on the JJB member? What is stopping you?
And JJB today has not declared this offender as a major. He is still a minor. So since the application was filed on 22nd of May, and till today the case is still pending before the JJB, whether he should be treated like a major or not. Can you believe it? Such a serious case. Also, I find that the entire system has been compromised. And what happens to the MLA? Nothing has happened. Nothing is heard of him. The entire system is quite on him.
No. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you where they are wrong on law. I'll tell you where they are wrong on law. Let me tell you, Mr. PK Jain. This is a terrible, first of all, it's a rarest of rare kind of case. Suhail and Tikam are on the right now. And in the rarest of rare kind of case, look at the way in which two people died and the admission by the murderer that yes, I was drunk, I had a Porsche car, I killed people, I was totally under the influence of alcohol, I tried to run away, I have committed a heinous crime, I have killed two people. The law is very clear, very clear, he must be tried as an adult. I'll tell you why.
No, I'm sorry, one comment, Mr.
Suhail,
please. They manipulated, and to use your word, they tried to do setting even before.
Setting.
You remember the driver was supposed to take the blame initially?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes, I do.
The mother went on social media saying, my son. 1 minute.
How can you blame the government?
I didn't interrupt you.
The driver is a private employee of the family. And I'm not defending them.
I don't know how you debate, but when we debate, other people don't speak. That's decorum and civility. So let me finish, then you can have your say. I didn't interrupt you. I don't expect you to interrupt me. Yeah. Always civility comes first. So, second point, you manipulated, you tried to fix the justice system. You manipulated the evidence. You had this woman, the lady, the mother, who then tried to fix the system. I mean, I can understand an accident. What I don't understand is the arrogance of entitlement.
Oh, yeah.
And what I even don't understand further is the government abetting and aiding this entitlement. That is our objection. Accidents
can I
are
answer you
exactly
now?
that.
Also, Arnab, I would like to
You
add
don't do
something
a cover-up.
You means who?
Again,
You are
Mr.
trying
Hegde,
to
I
fix
told you
means
don't
who? Are we
interrupt
trying
when I
to
finish.
fix? Or
When I
are the
finish,
parents trying
you
to
will
fix?
speak.
It
I
is
have
the
done more
government who has
debating than
done
you
a
have hair on your head, which
cross-culture.
actually is not
So
very
you cannot
much. But I
take
can
the
tell you,
government from this.
I'm the
If
ultimate
everyone
filibusterer.
takes
So don't
because of the
filibuster with me.
government, not because of
Don't. I won't let you
beneficiaries.
speak. आपने जो कहना आप कह लो.
So
I
you
no
can
1 minute.
speak,
I
but
was
you
very
cannot speak
civil.
because
I was
other
very
people
civil. I
talk.
said, let me finish. I will allow you to
Okay,
speak. But you don't allow people to finish here. Now I'm done. Please speak. I will not utter a word.
See,
Please.
firstly, you are accusing the government by saying you did this and you did this and you did this.
No, I'm
We
not
did
accusing the
do
government.
anything.
To
We
use
are-
Arnab
we did a close
Goswami's
connection
word,
and we put
and my
everyone
English may
in
not be as good as yours.
Secondly,
I'm not
no,
accusing
it
the
may not
government.
be as
I'm making
good,
an
but that's okay.
observation.
We are not debating on the quality of English, but we are
Observation.
talking on the merits
It's not
of the
an
case.
accusation.
No, 1 minute, 1 minute. I tell you, listen to me. First of all, Krishna Hegde, let me tell you this. You are a
Now we have to learn
spokesperson
English
of the
also at
ruling
this
party
stage
of
in our life.
Maharashtra. And let me tell you, don't show the same arrogance that you had
Correct.
when you were with the undivided Shiv Sena. Remember what happened when you were arrogant then? I fought you and you were thrown out of power. People were angry about what you did. I thought you would learn your lessons.
Arnab, can I
I
answer?
thought you would know, sir. I'll tell you one thing. I'm telling you, don't try to think that you people are too smart, too clever by half, that you have lawyers. Remember, we are smarter than you. We have deeper
a higher
research,
tested IQ
we have
than
solid
you. Debate that,
reporters,
Arnab, that
and
you are
we will not let go of this. And I can
speak
tell you
better
today,
English.
1 minute, Sohail, I'll tell you,
But I
there
need
is
to
Arnab
answer
and
Sohail.
Republic on one side and the whole Maharashtra government and Maharashtra police on the other once
No.
again. And
No,
I want
we
to
are
see
not
who
on the
wins.
other side of the fence.
I want to
And
see who
Mr.
wins.
Hegde, you're-
Viewers, are you with Arnab and Republic,
Mr. Hegde,
or are you with the
Mr. Hegde, you're a very
BJP?
nice
Are you with the
person.
BJP
We are with
Eknath
the-
Shinde government?
We are with the victims of the.
Mr. Hegde,
we are with the
you are
families
always
of the
a nice
victims
human
of the
being on
family.
television. Retain that niceness. You know, you are a decent human being.
You
Don't
should have
take
sacked the
issues
commissioner.
with us. We are simple people. But we are like Arnab and I come from the same vintage. If you poke us, we are not Mahatma Gandhi who will offer another cheek. We will take everything that's available. So we love you. We
Sohail,
respect
you are
you.
going on
You should
making-
also not
I have a
intervene.
point to mention.
एक
The
मिनट,
court
आप
says-
इतने प्यार से इतनी विनम्रता से बोलते हैं. आज आप सारी शाम मेरे को इंटरप्ट किया.
नहीं, I tell
मैंने
you
आपको-
this also-
आपका कुछ बिगाड़ा था.
आप
मैं
मुझे
इतने
बोलने
प्यार
का
से
मौका
आपसे
तो
पेश आता
दो
हूँ, इतनी
सोहेल
विनम्रता से
भाई.
पेश आता हूँ.
No, I tell you one more thing, viewers.
I have a point, Arnab.
Yeah, please.
Arnab, this incident has happened on 19th of May. In next 1 month, there are more than 1,000 challans issued by police for drink and drive case.
Show him on air. One second,
Pune.
Tikam, I
It
just
means
want to tell you, we have
even
pictures
after
of the
this
police commissioner,
incident-
middle of the screen. He's there, he's speaking on the Pune case. He thinks he's got away with this. He thinks he will attack the media, and he thinks he'll fool the people. And I'm saying tonight, viewers, make him feel answerable to the people.
Absolutely.
People in Pune, make him feel answerable. Support Punekar News, support Tikam, support Republic. Don't let the police get away. You could be the next victims in a case like this. There are many super rich people in Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, everywhere, Gurgaon, Noida.
We are with the families.
No.
of the
Also, no, with
victims.
due
Can you
respect to
Viewers,
High
this is
Court,
what- this is-
the 32nd
allegations
page of
made.
order says law is an objective thing, and there it stands, irrespective whether it entails any hardship. I'm sorry, Punekars believe the social justice is supreme, law is below social justice. And in this case, perhaps order is passed, but Punekars believe justice has not come.
He's trying to lecture. He's
I
saying
love
system
what
is
this
corrupt. I'm
gentleman
told.
said.
Viewers, 1 minute. I want to ask one question. I want to ask one question. I want to ask one question. Naveen Chomal, under section 15,
Again, you're interrupting
and
me.
I quote, it is permissible to conduct a preliminary assessment with regards to the mental and physical capacity of a child who is above the age of 16 so as to try him as an adult as per section 18 of the Act.
Yes.
Now, therefore, why did the courts not ask for an assessment under section 15? When this person is almost 18, when he has killed 2 people in the super luxury car in an intoxicated state, without any license, without any registry, after underage drinking. What is puzzling for me is that the courts and the police are not trying him as an adult.
Correct.
Can I just show?
Yes, Naveen Chomal.
आप बच्चे को डिंकी गाड़ियां दो ना, पोर्शे क्यों दे रहे हो?
Same page, but it is the fault of the Juvenile Justice Board that application is pending for over a month before the board. And yesterday, the Honorable High Court had the opportunity to take a suo motu decision on the matter, but even the High Court has not taken anything. So ultimately,
No. Avishkar wants to come in. 1 minute. Avishkar wants to come in. Adil Khatri of the Bombay High Court wants to come in. Adil Khatri first. Okay, Avishkar first. Adil first. Adil and Avishkar on the right.
I highly object you using the word murderer and VVIP killer. Since the court has also used the word...
What should I call him? What should I call him?
Child in conflict with law, CCL.
No, I will not call him. I will call him a murderer because under the wheels of his car he has murdered 2 people. You decide what you want to call him. My point is, answer the question here, since you're a lawyer. Tell me one thing, is there a doubt that this person, the murderer, did all of this knowingly? He knowingly was under the influence of alcohol and he knowingly drove over 2 people. And if you think that giving him a 300-word essay as punishment for this heinous crime is appropriate, remember, this is not a 10-year-old. This is a full-blown, near 18-year-old, right?
But still,
students of his age appear for joint entrance exam, NEET and whatnot. The problem in this country is you think that rich super brats like him can get drunk, drink 1 lakh rupees of alcohol and kill 2 people. Sohail is on the debate as well. One minute. We got him on the other side. Adil Khatri is on the left, please. What's Adil and Krishna Hegde on the left and Sohail on the right.
We are bound to implement the law as it stands.
No. You are asking okay. Now that's a very silly argument. Adil, 1 minute. Adil, I'll tell you what. Adil, it's flabbergasting.
Also have the right to appeal.
Krishna Hegde, listen to my question.
Intervene.
Adil, listen to my.
There no one is stopping them.
No. You think you'll get away with it? I'll tell you fine. It's you guys and us on the other side.
Not at all.
No, I'll tell you. You guys again, well, let's go back 1 month. It was you guys again on one side and us on the other side. We won, you lost.
I would suggest
but in this case we are with you.
He has won almost every public battle. My advice to you, Mr. Hegde, listen to him. He has no axe to grind. He has no agenda to pursue. And he has no loyalty except to the people. 1 minute. Again you're interrupting, bhai. Now what language should I request you not to interrupt me? Yeah, no, 1 minute. When we speak, when I'm older than you, I have no hair on my head, then I'm older than you. You let me finish. All I'm saying, Hegde Saab, is Arnab is only pursuing a matter of public interest. My young friend, the advocate with glasses, not Avishkar, the other gentleman, said, please don't call him murderer, VVIP killer. My friend, that very sweet gentleman from Punekar News says, this is what the people of Pune feel. You should be cognizant of public opinion. So I agree, you may have concerns, but I'm only telling you what Arnab is saying and what the gentleman from Pune
knee-jerk reaction.
Come in on one point.
I agree with you, my friend, but the world doesn't revolve around law. It revolves around society.
Even if you were to take it that way, Sohail, thank you so much for that. I'll tell you, even if you take it that way, Krishna Hegde, let me give you a few examples. The High Court order is flabbergasting because the court says that it is bound to implement the law. Honorable Bombay High Court, in my view, has taken a very textbook approach to the case where the police have completely botched up their investigation and they have admitted that they have botched up the investigation. The court has refused to look, 1 minute, the court has refused to look at the apathy towards the victims and their families and instead quite coldly has said in para 39 of the judgment, it is our bounden duty to prioritize justice above everything else, and definitely we are not swayed by the uproar created upon the occurrence of the ghastly mishap for which allegedly the minor accused is personally responsible, which has resulted in the loss of 2 innocent lives. We have sympathies, but we are bound to implement the law. My question is writing, I want to ask the courts, is writing a 300-word essay for killing 2 bright young people prioritizing justice? I mean, the courts can't operate in a vacuum. Avishkar, what's going on? And uphold the law for whom? Honorable judges, with the greatest of respect to you, you're saying it is our bounden duty to prioritize justice over everything else. Well then, your lordships, is it your duty to question why the minor must not be tried as an adult? Is giving a free pass to the purported minor prioritizing justice? over the death of two innocent people. And the paragraph in para 39, the court says the administration of law should not degenerate into the choicest application in the arduous and varied situations, impermissible to have its inconsistent application dependent upon who stands before us and in what situation justice is pleaded. This is like an argument saying, oh, poor little fellow, because he was a rich fellow, we are targeting him. Bad media targeting good rich killers. Bad media targeting celebs. Well, your lordships, with the greatest of respect to you, where was this wisdom when exceptions were made for Arvind Kejriwal, who is in Tihar jail under the strictest provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act for the Liquorgate scam, when he was granted a one-off interim relief to campaign for an election? Why do people think that in this country the media will not question? The courts did not exercise its powers. And I want to question the lack of empathy and the reluctance of the Honorable Court to exercise the full extent of its powers in this particular case. The Supreme Court of India had no hesitation in questioning the ED or what was stopping them from making AAP a beneficiary of Liquorgate if it had claims against this. In this case, the investigation has time and again revealed how a systematic nexus was engaged from the family of the accused, of the ruling government, in connection with people from the ruling government to cover up the case from the start. Why did the court not exercise its powers to ask the pertinent question that I'm asking and prevent a miscarriage of justice? Why did the court not question, and I'll be louder on this, why did the honorable courts, with the greatest of respect to them, Sohail, everyone on, not question the blood tampering? Why did the court not question the bribe allegations against the Juvenile Justice Board? Why did the court not question how the blood samples were taken? Why did the court not question the gap between the blood samples taken? Why did the court not question Tingre's links and interest in the case? Why did the court not question the political pressure on the police that botched up the investigation? Why did the court not question Ajit Pawar's hotline with the Pune Commissioner of Police? These are questions we all have. And if I don't ask the questions, you want to threaten me? Krishna Hegde, you want to threaten me? I have faced enough threats in my life. I have faced enough threats in my life. You will have to answer me. No, you cannot have a miscarriage of justice in this case.
But let me answer you.
No, it's the people are with me. You need to answer. I'm sorry, we have Punekar News also. Right, Tikam is also on the phone right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very big case. I want you to remind yourself, you don't give up this fight. Every fight is not for Republic alone. All these fights are yours as well. And this can happen in Guwahati tomorrow, Dibrugarh tomorrow, Jodhpur tomorrow.
Arnab, can I speak?
And the Supreme Court must intervene in this case to make an example in cases like this.
Arnab, either the state will appeal or the Supreme Court will take up the case suo moto, or the parents can intervene private and file an appeal. And the has already assured that the case will be tried on a fast track route. And
why you are defending the Home Ministry is Devendra Fadnavis, who is protecting Amitesh Kumar, and Ajit Pawar is
all the people who are
Krishna Hegde.
I already alleged
Krishna Hegde.
There is a
No, I want to ask you one more thing. 1 minute. Okay, do we have callers? We have a lot of callers, I've told. Shatrujit from Bhubaneswar has been holding for some time. Shatrujit, what should happen now, please, in this case? Can't hear you, Shatrujit. Your line is bad. We'll have to reconnect with you. But viewers, we are getting a lot of your support back in this case. We're getting a lot of your support back. You know, I'll tell you one thing. Tikam, don't lose heart. Siddharth is calling from Navi Mumbai. Siddharth?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thank you, sir, for being so committed about this case, because this case has, like, I don't know, because people, boys in the prime are getting affected. कि गाड़ी चलाए ना चलाए अपनी गलती है या ना है. And this is an horrendous decision what we are getting it today, sir. And what about the lives of the two kids जो जिनका कुछ problems था ही नहीं, and they have been killed because by so-called brat or so-called innocent brat who was behind the wheel. Secondly, this wrong signal, or it is also giving a wrong signal to the law that if you have a money, good contacts, heavy ideas to run away from crime, it is easy. And the last thing I think, and I feel so, sir, is this kid who has killed two innocent boys, two innocent people, will celebrate for the next year that 1 year has been gone and I have been on bail outside, and he will be present in a Rolls Royce next time.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it will happen. It will happen. There's so much sympathy for rich accused. There is no
Nobody's
sympathy
of the
for
view
the
that he is absolutely innocent. Only thing is, we are faced with the law, the position of the Juvenile Justice Act. The purpose of the act is to somehow prevent
Naveen
the children from getting...
The government has issued a show cause notice to Juvenile Justice Board member. It's more than 10 days. When is government taking action on this person?
We have shots of them running away from us. Run the shots.
Definitely,
Run the shots.
Yes.
The board's order was completely illegal.
We have to trust the system.
But the order of High Court has upheld the rule of the law.
The police commissioner has assured that we will take the matter to the logical end. That is what is assured to the society. And that is why section 304
Naveen Chomal, 1 minute please. I also object to some of the language of the court with the greatest of respect to the court. The court is saying, and Rishabh is calling from Thane, without getting into the facts of the matter, the court has decided to term the outrage over the incident as a clarion call. The court says in para 40 that this is a knee-jerk reaction. Is my reaction a knee-jerk reaction? Your lordships? How can you pass this judgment upon my sentiment? Upon my feelings? How can the court say that we the people of the country are having knee-jerk reaction? Like we know nothing?
This is unfortunate.
How can the court use this kind of language with the greatest of respect? I want the Supreme Court of this country to restore my faith in the system, which has been shattered because of this.
Arnab, let me tell
so according to this, you and I are having knee-jerk reaction.
We assure them justice.
And the court says, let justice be done, though the heaven falls. Let justice be done. But where is justice? I'm completely in agreement with you, Arnab. Supreme Court should pitch in. Supreme Court should get into this case and should take a suo motu case.
Even privately, or even the
Actually, it was the duty of the High Court yesterday to do so.
Next caller, please. Rishabh from Thane. Rishabh.
Justice will be delivered.
Rishabh?
Hello?
Rishabh, you're there?
Yeah, I'm there, sir. Good evening,
What do you think, Rishabh?
Sir, thanks a lot for taking this important debate. And आपने ये केस फिर से खोलने के लिए बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद. जबकि लुटियंस मीडिया ने टोटली ब्लैकलिस्ट किया है. मेरा एक ही सबसे बड़ा ऑब्जर्वेशन है, जो शोरूम ने इनको गाड़ी दिया, वो भी नॉन रजिस्टर्ड है. मैं भी इसी इंडस्ट्री का हूँ. अगर कोई कार देता है तो उस पर केस होना चाहिए. अभी तक उन पे भी केस नहीं हुआ है.
ऋषभ बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं आप.
क्योंकि सर मैं भी ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री हूँ. आई वर्क फॉर किया मोटर्स. हम अगर गाड़ी बिना नंबर के देंगे, मैं और मेरी डीलरशिप को पेनल्टी लगेगा. अभी तक ये पुणे के डीलरशिप को पेनल्टी क्यों नहीं लगा? कोई केस क्यों नहीं हुआ इनके सामने?
I am also saying that the Supreme Court of India needs to take suo motu cognizance of this case.
Much needed.
The Supreme Court has very often taken suo motu cognizance of other cases, like when it ordered, when the Calcutta High Court ordered a CBI probe into alleged irregularities pertaining to admissions in medical colleges in West Bengal. The Supreme Court took suo motu cognizance when 6 women judges were terminated by the Madhya Pradesh High Court. This is as important a matter, Honorable
First, let
Supreme
the prosecution correct their mistakes.
I have Ashok Pandit, the filmmaker, calling also on the program tonight. Ashok?
Arnab,
Hi, long time.
Yeah, Arnab, I want to rebut Mr. Krishna Hegde.
Please.
You see, Krishna Hegde gave the entire list of what government has done till now. Right from day one, if whatever has been done, if he says, it's only after you came out in the open and you started confronting them. What was the situation? The situation was that nothing was happening, everything was wrapped up and he was all free. Nothing had happened, as if nobody was killed. Everything was hush-hushly done and was packed up. It's only because you took up this issue, you came out in the open, and you went behind them. And only then things started rolling out and people went in jail or whatever it is. The height of insensitivity is what has to be questioned. The height of callousness is what is to be questioned. And if not for you, Arnab, I'm not trying to be over this thing. Not for you, you have been constantly, and I really thank you as a citizen of this country and this state, that if not for you, these people who are in jail would have not been in jail. They would have all been partying outside and created an example. Nobody is here for a common man. Nobody is here for the common man's cry. And Krishna Hegde sitting on your show is counting what all you have done. It's a matter of shame. It's a matter of, a concern for the people of this country or for this state. And if this boy has been released on bail today, it's a big slap on the face of the people who are fighting this cause, or the family for that matter. It's a pain for the family. Imagine that family which has lost their dear ones in the house.
Yeah.
What would they feel? They're watching that man was killed.
Ashok, Krishna is saying something to you.
No, I appreciate that Ashok is a conscientious citizen and takes up the right issues. But just to tell me that I am blaming the media for taking up the issue is totally wrong. We are with the Republic on this issue, and the government has assured justice to the families of the victims. So,
assurances don't mean a thing unless you act.
And whether there is a
timeline is important, Mr. Hegde. Timeline is most important.
I have a feeling you're buying time. Krishna, I like you. You're a nice and decent person, but I have a feeling that you're buying time on this. You're buying time.
No, I don't think so. There is no question of buying time. When the CM himself has said
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to close because I'm over time tonight, but I want to remind you at the very end, the way I see it is that the state is signaling to you that you don't stand a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a direct challenge to you. This is an attempt at proving you wrong, viewers. Viewers, you and I come together, we prove the state wrong. The state wants to prove us wrong. The court says that we have knee-jerk reactions. We can question the courts. We'll follow whatever they say in judgments, but we can question them. We can certainly question the state. And in all of this, ladies and gentlemen, it's the independent news media of the country which sometimes leads the way. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good night and goodbye.